In this video, we're going to explore how to take the puzzle cube assembly and create an animation of it, or also known as the exploded view. So the one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the workspaces. So we have been working solely in design and drawing workspaces for this course. And now we're going to move to the animation workspace. So when I choose animation, you're going to get a timeline here, and I'm going to zoom out here a little bit. You're going to see it's going to keep track of my movement there as I move the camera. But under transform, I want to choose manual explode. So I'm going to explode my puzzle cube parts. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to find out which direction I want to move these away from and kind of pull these out. So I'm going to choose, first off, I want to go through and I want to go over here and I'm going to choose my red part. I need to turn on, which is this button right here on the this little menu there. It's this little one that has a little light bulb and a line next to it. These are called the trail lines. So it's going to show us where these parts are moving from and where they're coming from. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to actually move this that way it pulls up first. So I'm going to go through and select the arrow, and then I move the little slider. So I'm going to go up first, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the check mark. And I'm going to go back to transform and choose, if you notice, the manual explode option is the letter E key, but I'm going to choose the new arrow direction, so I'm going to choose in that direction. And then as I move my slider back, and then as I go to the right, there it goes through with the trail lines on. It will go through and show the movement. I'm going to hit the green check mark. Now I'm going to left click off in the white space to deselect the red part. The keyboard shortcut for the manual explode is the letter E key. So I'm going to press E, and now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select my blue part. I'm going to choose the direction I want to move in. Make sure my trail line visibility is on, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drag my slider back to the left, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to move this out away from there. And I'm going to hit the green check mark. Alright, from here, manual explode, and maybe I want to go through and move the yellow part. Trail line visibility needs to be on. Drag the slider to the left, and then go ahead and now you're going to notice both of these parts were still selected. So actually I want to hit the red X. I want to left click off of there, press the E key, choose just the yellow part, and then maybe I need to go through and maybe move this part out in this direction. Trail line visibility still on. Now I'm just moving this part. Maybe I'll move it over this way. Hit the green check mark, still keep it selected, E key, move it back, drag the slider to the left, and then kind of go through and kind of have it set up like so. And you'll see the trail lines kind of get in the way, so maybe I hit the green check mark, E key again, run upward. It's automatically kind of picked it. Let me hit the X key and try that again. There we go. Maybe I go through and pull that up just a little bit so that way I can see it outside of the trail lines, and hit the green check mark. The last one I might want to do, left click off in the white space to deselect the yellow part, E key, select the green part, click the trail line visibility, move it out in the right direction, drag the slider to the left, and then as I move out, and what I want to do with this exploded view is I want to make sure I see every part fully, so that way none of them are covering each other up. So just like with my yellow one, I moved it outside the trail lines. I want to make sure they're being shown fully. And I'm going to go ahead and hit the green check mark. So this gives me my exploded view. If I click the play button down here at the bottom, it will go through and show and which steps did I go through and move the different parts. And then that way I can see how that goes together. So as far as I'm working with there. Alright, this is what we need as far as an exploded view, so I'm going to go ahead and click the save button and say OK. And now what I can do is I can move back to the design workspace. Now I'm back to the assembled cube. If I ever wanted to go back to the animation, I can click on animation. This has the exploded view there, and there is what we can do. So I'll move back to design. I'm all saved, and everything should be good. So this finishes up how to create the exploded view for your puzzle cube, and next we'll look at doing the drawings for your puzzle cube project.